Hi, and welcome to Stamping Flamingo. My name is Brenda Messina, and I'm going to show you how to make a really fun card that is considered a masculine card, and it would be great for Father's Day. Great. So these are the two cards that I made. This is a card that Tammy White shared that I made that I simply love. I think it is so cool. Can you see the glitter on it? I don't know if you can. And I didn't put anything on the inside. I had recently given away my Happy Father's Day stamp. So I've been unable to find one. And here's the one that I'm going to show you how to do. And we're going to do a different color shirt. Originally, this is the one that I was just using as a sample so that I could get a feel for making it. On the inside, just a pineapple, but again, you could put Happy Birthday there or Happy Father's Day. I just wanted to mention the other thing about this one, and I'll give you the dimensions for this. I thought this would be really cute if you just hung, like a bunch of them hung up and put a big H on it and an A and a P. Make it a banner. I think that would be so adorable, and these are really, really easy. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get stamping. Let's get started. I'm going to put this aside for now. I'll put it right here so I can see it because I need to be able to see it. So here's my name and my phone number. Okay, these things that I'm showing you, particularly there's maybe one or two that are going to be discontinued June the 2nd, retired as we like to say. So I would say if you're interested to please order them ASAP. It is Memorial Day weekend, so you should have some time to do it. Okay. We're going to be using, today, instead of doing the black one that we just did here, we're going to be doing a different color one. So this card base here is Old Olive, okay? So you're just going to, it's 4 1/4 by 11, and I'll show you these measurements when we're all done. You're going to score at 5 1/2, okay? And here's where I'm going to be using something that's retiring. This here is the Coastal Weave 3D embossing folder, which is, I think is just, I love it. I have the old basket weave one too, but I love this one. And this one is done in, oh boy, suede. Is it called old suede? It is called soft, not old suede. Okay, so I'm just going to glue that down, and I took another piece in here, and then I will be putting a Whisper White on there, I believe. Okay, so next we're just going to move on to, anyway, so this is the designer series that's also retiring, and I really love this. Tropical Oasis, it's retiring also. But it is gorgeous. I'll show you some of the other paper when we get done. So you're just going to need to cut 2 pieces of paper, okay? You're going to cut a whole one, 2 1/4 by 2 3/4, and you're just going to cut it in half, okay? And I used to sew a little bit, so I like things to match when I'm making things that are divided, okay? Just to make this a little bit easier, so I took a piece of the Old Olive the same size, which is 2 1/4 by 2 3/4, and I'm just going to use this as my base. It's a little bit, actually this one is, I apologize, this one is a little bit smaller. This is 2 by 2 3/4. This, the material one, the shirt one, is 2 1/4 by 2 3/4, okay? So we're just going to glue that on there. But let me show you before you glue it down. You want this to overlap a little bit because you want it to look like a shirt, right? Actually, I'm going to use my... Anyway, so now you're going to add the sleeve, okay? The sleeves are 1 by 1. And I typically, this time so far, I've used what I have used on my base. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit different tape right now because this is a non-permanent tape, which sometimes I use when I'm doing something for the first time or it's a little tricky. So you just want to get this right at the tip there. You don't want too much of an armpit because it takes up too much room. There's one, and then let's hope these are enough to stick together. And this is 2. I think that looks pretty good. What do you think? Alrighty, moving right along. Oops, that was in the light. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to just put a little dot where there's in the middle. And I'm going to say right here's the middle. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to bring this square here and the square to there. And this, all right, so you just gotta bring it over like that. And then take this one and wiggle it over there like that. Okie dokie. Now you're just gonna open this. And then you're going to put just a little piece. I just put a little piece in here to give it a little, you know, a little different look. So how's everybody doing? Wishing we were in some tropical island, right? I sure was. Now you're just going to take your scissors and you're just going to cut that maybe halfway up on the part that you creased, okay? That's going to help you put your collar on, so to speak. So you're just going to take it, you're going to slide this down, and we're going to slip this on. I just love this. It is so cute. And there, it's done. Well, it's almost done anyway. And then you're just going to glue these down, okay? It's cute. Looks very cute. Now I'm going to go ahead and just put a drop there, okay? And close that collar. This is pretty much your shirt. Now, what you need is you need your little pocket, which I just made a really small piece. There we go. I don't really need to trim it much. Maybe just a smidgen. There we go. And I'm going to use some dots for this, okay? So let me find the right size dots. Yep, these are the little ones. The mini dots. Just want to make sure you can't see those. And you're going to put that right on there. I have a Hawaiian Fridays. So every Friday he would wear a Hawaiian shirt. And he lived in Hawaii. So shake this up good. What this is just a couple drops, maybe 4 or 5, in alcohol, in regular rubbing alcohol. And it is my favorite. I use it a lot. You know, and because it's alcohol, it dries right away. So that's what's cool about that. Can you see it yet? I'm just going to let it dry. It's probably dry by now. But can you see the shimmer? Look, I mean, you can see it on my hand. But can you see it? It just adds a little something. All right, we're going to bring this back in here. And then I'm just going to lay it out. I'm sure you're familiar with that's like, huh? And I think I just put one of these flat. I think I'll pop this one. Put this here. Rest and relax, dear Dad. You deserve it. And I'll put my little, kind of like everything kind of on a slant there. Okay, so I got the idea. I'm not going to tape all the way down, okay? Because I think I'm going to have to trim the bark. So we're just going to put this just a little bit up, a little bit hangover, okay? And I didn't glue those down. Next, I'm going to use some dimensionals. And I'm going to put those here. Our favorite little tricks, right? And again, I'm not going to put, I don't think, I'm going to put like that. And then, kind of would like, that's not going to work. You know what? I kind of like just one. I have two on there, but I like just the one on here. What do you think? But because of that, I'm going to pop this, okay? So I'm going to glue this down. All right, and then I'm going to pop it. It's my favorite thing. Anyway, as I was saying, my husband lived in Hawaii as a child. We went on our honeymoon. He took me there on our honeymoon when we got married. What do you think? You know what? I think what I'm going to do is I am going to use these, but I'm just going to layer them a little bit. Just down. There we go. I like to keep it on the same line. I just want to make sure that this is on the brown. However, I don't want it to be covering the it. Okay. Like that. There we go. So then when I do the shirt, which is also going to have some dimensionals, I think we'll be making more of these. But don't you think the big one would be really cute as a, oopsie, as a banner? I mean, don't you think this would be really cute as a banner? You know, I made the smaller one because this was just too large to go into an envelope. Someone had suggested folding these, but I really think that would take, you know, would not work for me. So that's why I came up with this idea. Now, I'm going to use some, let's just look. And then on the inside, oh, wait, you know, I put it all on the inside. You know what? Because this coastal weave, it just, I think I'm going to wind up gluing it down. But it's been a blessing in disguise because of the weave, it just pops off a little bit. You know, I've peeled it off once before, so there we go. How's that? Now we can open it up, and on the inside again is your soft suede. And then we can put down right here like this. And I do like the pineapple in it. I like the pineapple. I think I'll go ahead and stamp the pineapple, okay? And here I'm going to use my memento because I will wind up using my my blenders. Okay? This has been great, guys. This is such a good experience for me. I'm so grateful. My husband helped me get this together. Put that away. This away. And I don't like his sleeve there. Let's bring that sleeve out a little. pepper. There we go. There we go. Perfect. It's adorable. Things on a slant, kind of. Now just remember the memento you can use with the alcohol blends, okay? So that's important to remember. Because it's kind of vintagey looking, it is kind of a vintage looking card, I think, because we're not done with it. Just dab. This is the soft suede, and just go around the edge. I love these dabbers. They're so cool. I mean, it just. So what do you think? It's coming together, right? It's so cute. And I mean, can you imagine making a bunch of these, all different Hawaiian shirts? I mean, my husband has a closet full of them, and they're so much fun, and I think they're great. I cannot wait to send one to my son. He has 2 boys, and so I'm excited to celebrate. He's out of state, so we won't be able to see him, especially at this time, you know, when we're all staying at home and trying to keep sane. What do you think? I think it looks really cute. Can you see how that looks? Just kind of like, I love it. That's not quite right. I started doing this video earlier, but it's already nighttime, so. And then our finishing touch. I know this is not really kosher, so to speak, but I do use the Novo crystal drops. If you don't have them, then you could use just some paper. So what I typically do is, if that's where I'm putting my first drop, one here, and one here, and then I go in between. My husband does have some Tommy Bahama shirts, and they look a little bit like this. So the buttons are usually coordinating color or something. So there you have it. Tell me what you think. Can you see that shine? Isn't it sweet? I think it's really adorable. And I love that it has the shine. It's just a little bit of a bling. But then again, you know, usually with an Hawaiian shirt, you know, you have that silky material or that rayon. Just like on the black one. I mean, I think my husband has a black one that is like shine like this. And here's the other one. And I do love this. And I thank Tammy for the inspiration. Yeah, my arms are... Isn't that cute? And of course I didn't put anything on the inside. But, and you could just sprinkle, you know, you could put, let me just show you. I don't know if you can see this or not. I'm going to move this aside for a minute because it's going to dry, and I can't tell you how many times I messed it up. But I just want to show you the sprinkle, okay? It's just amazing. Look, you just spray it on, dries right away. You can do the whole card, and it is cool. I did it for my Christmas cards. I love it. And it is simple, simple, simple. Oh, and this wasn't glued down. It will be just fine. Isn't that adorable, though? Anyway, thank you for joining me. Here is the measurements. I'll go through them one more time. I did type them out, but I'm not sure you're going to be able to read them. The base is 4 1/4 by 11. You scored at 5 1/2. And then I use, I say crumb cake here because that was for this one. So the crumb cake, or the one that you're going to use for the coastal weave, is going to be 5 3/4. And then you're going to need this little black piece here. That's 2.5 by 1. Okay. And then you're going to need a whisper white or whatever you're going to use. Where I have Rest and Relax, you're going to use, that's going to be 2 1/4 by 3/4. This little shirt, I always make a base 2 by 2 3/4. And generally I use it the same color as the sleeves, but it's up to you. Then I use a bright color, and that's 2 1/4 by 2 3/4, and then you cut it in half. So it turns out to be 1 1/8. You're going to need your sleeves, which are 1 by 1. 2 of those. The collar's a 1/2 inch wide and 2 1/16 long. And then I just make that little inside quarter piece to fit. You're going to need the pocket, and I usually find it easy to do the 5/8 wide, and then you can always make it longer and cut. And then you need, so that's it. Isn't it adorable? So I'm planning on making a bunch of these this weekend for Father's Day. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like what you see, please share my video. And also, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So here we go. This is what we have. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And just remember, be a flamingo in a world full of pigeons. Have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me. Stop! You can hear the action. You heard the action.
All right, go.
We should put this at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Stop.